Hey YouTube, it's Tiny Gabby, or just Gabby for those of you that actually know me. I decided I was going to do a video blog. Today ended up being kind of stressful for me emotionally because I was hit with a lot of stuff all at once. And then I'm always on Curly Nikki or I'm always on YouTube checking out everybody else's video blogs and channels and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do one of these channels, but it's not just going to be about natural hair, which is what I have. I'm natural now. It's going to be about my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, things I go through. You guys are, you're going to be able to look, kind of have a glimpse into my life. You guys aren't going to know everything, because that would just be a little bit strange, and I'm not that open. But you guys are going to know a chunk about me, who I am. I'm in the military. I have been for almost 5 years now. I'm married. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Woohoo! All about the 407. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics when it comes to that. What some of you are probably looking for is the hair thing. I decided my last relaxer was January 2011. I was in Balad, Iraq before they closed it. I was there, and I just give myself a relaxer. And my husband, I went to go see him before I went to work, and I'll never forget this. My husband's like, "Oh my gosh, baby, are you going bald?" And I'm freaking out, like, shit, did I do it wrong? you know. He goes and gets me a mirror, and I'm looking at my edges, and my edges look really thin. I already have thin hair, so it looked really, really thin. And I'm like, no, that's just how it looks, it'll thicken up when it grows back out and stuff. And that freaked me out. It really did, because I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I don't ever want to be one of these women that doesn't have her edges because of a bad relaxer or too much relaxers, all that crazy stuff. Well, I emailed my mom, and I'm like, hey, Mom, you know what? I think I'm going to try to stretch out my relaxers further. Now, provided I would only get maybe 3 relaxers a year. But I started thinking to myself, you know what? If I'm only getting like 3 relaxers a year, why do I need them? You know? So I started looking for alternatives to relaxers, and eventually I came across curlynikki.com. Great website. I laugh a lot. I don't know why I always laugh, but I laugh a lot. I think it's my way of maintaining some part of my sanity. And I kind of like smiling, just a little bit. So I came across Curly Nikki, and I started doing research, and I started about February. I started contemplating the idea of going natural. I didn't know what my natural hair texture was like. I had only seen pictures of it, and when I did see those pictures, my hair was really long and it was really stretched because it was so long. It was heavy. Okay, so that's how that goes. And in May, I think it was, I made it official, like, hey, I'm really going to do this. I'm really going to go natural. And originally, what I was going to do, I was supposed to be home in like June. I was going to cut it all off, like Halle Berry style. Well, not all of it off, but Halle Berry style. I was dead set on it. Husband was so against it. So I just kind of came home and I got a good trim, and gradually over the next year I just trimmed and trimmed and trimmed. I don't think transitioning was that, for me it wasn't that hard, because I already stretched out relaxers, so I did what I normally do. I pulled it back into a ponytail. I got almost like Texlax version of relaxers. They're really soft, so you can still maintain all your hair. You got that looser curl pattern. So I did curly ponytails all the time, and then I'd straighten it once a month or twice a month, whatever I wanted to do, because I used to work as an assistant in a hair salon, so I got really good at doing my own hair. When it came to straightening, I knew how to about heat protection. I knew a lot of things already. I just didn't know if my natural hair required any special attention. So, yeah, that was about it when it came to that. My husband got tasked to deploy, and he left a few days after Christmas. And after he left, I started playing in my hair a lot more. Like, you know what? I really was contemplating the idea of the big chop. And, January actually put me at 12 months of transitioning. So my husband completed his training that he had to do, and then he came back. He did like some, I don't know what the Army calls it. What is it? It's like mobilization kind of thing. Like, you do some special training on whatever area you're going to be deploying in, or the type of job you're going to be doing. I forget what it was called, but he did that, and he finished it. He came home, and it's like, baby, I want a big chop. I want to cut it while you're home. Well, I didn't wait. I cut it the day before he came home, so he saw pictures of it after I cut it, and at first, his first reaction, he wasn't too excited about it, but then once seeing it in person, he just looked at me and he's like, God, you were so beautiful. Nice feeling. Anyway, so on the 1st of Feb, I cut all my relaxer out. So this is pretty much what you see right now. This is all me, all natural. It's really soft right now because I just did a co-wash and I put some stuff in it. Yeah, I got some shrinkage, a lot of shrinkage. It's whatever. I don't mind it. I kind of like just being able to wet my hair, throw some conditioner in it, and go. If I seem tired, it's because I had a really long day. My day starts at 5, just after 5, so like I'm already up, wash my face, brush my teeth, like 5:10 in the morning. Yeah. And I don't get home till, if I'm lucky, before 5. If I'm lucky. Been pretty lucky lately, so not too bad. But today I'm just exceedingly tired. It was probably all the bees and wasps and snakes and every other bit of wildlife I just so happened to miss. I actually pulled a tick off my friend's neck while we're out there. I'm glad I did it without her really noticing, because if I would have told her there was a tick on her, she would have freaked out, and that would have been really, really bad. But anyway, sorry this first video is so long. It's just an introduction. I just want to say hi to everybody, and I'll be doing videos maybe every few days, maybe just on the weekends. It'll depend. But if anybody wants to follow me, it's really cool. I'm not pulling anybody's leg or anything like that. I'm not gonna BS you and pretend like I know everything, because I sure as hell don't. There are going to be questions I probably ask you guys and hope somebody can give me a clue about it. But, that is it. I think that is really it right now. Like, my next videos are probably going to be, my regimen. I know a lot of people like to know what my regimen on Curly Nikki is. A lot of people ask, so I'll be doing a regimen and showing you guys the products that I use in my hair and talking about how I use them. And then I'll go into products that I actually purchased on a PJ binge. I'm a recovering PJ. I had over 44 products and I only used maybe 10 of them. So I'm a recovering PJ right now. I gave away like 15 of them. So I brought my stash down, but it's still, it's still up there for me. But anyway, I will talk to you guys in a few days. It's Tuesday here, so yeah, give me a few days. Let me get myself together. Alright.